And was there any ever time in these years that you were questioning the ethics of the agency and the work you were doing?
No, I didn't question the ethics of the agency at the time for a very specific reason. When Bill Clinton was elected president, he issued an order that the CIA had to, what they called, cull their recruited assets. Anybody who had what the White House described as a human rights problem was to be fired, right? So we didn't want to do business anymore in the 1990s with death squad leaders or assassins. And Clinton was serious about that. And I remember saying to a colleague at the time, I can't believe they're actually serious about human rights. This is really a very pleasant surprise for me. But Bill Clinton wasn't president forever. He was only president for 8 years. And then 9/11 happened, and literally everything changed in the blink of an eye.
So in 2001, where were you working? What was your role at that time?
In 2001, I had just returned from my first overseas operational tour in Athens. And I was working in headquarters, and my job was to train Middle Eastern intelligence services in how to carry out counterterrorism operations. And so I had to go to the White House on the morning of September 11th, 2001, with the director of the CIA's Counterterrorism Center, Ambassador Cofer Black. And I walked over to his office to tell him that our car was ready to take us to the White House. And when I got there, his secretary had a small TV on her desk because you couldn't watch TV on your computers back then. And the news was on, and one of the towers of the World Trade Center was burning. And I said, "What happened to the World Trade Center?" She said, "A plane had flown into it." And I said, well, you know, that happened once before. In 1932, a plane flew into the Empire State Building, but it was really raining and very foggy that day. It's so clear today. How can you not see that you're flying into the World Trade Center? And as soon as I said it, the second plane hit. And she turned to me and she said, "Did you see that, or did I imagine it?" And I ran back to my office and I said, "Guys, 2 planes just hit both towers of the World Trade Center. I think we're under attack." And then everybody ran up to the director's office, TVs all over the place. And we're all just standing there. And then the third plane hits the Pentagon.